Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Auto Resource YouTube channel. Here are two Volkswagen products, 2014 Passat TDI, 2011 Jetta Wagon TDI. Both, I will say, complete legends in their own. This is incredible, made in USA, super large and comfortable sedan. This one has 124,000 miles on the odometer. I filmed many videos on this. Mainly the repairs needed at that low mileage were only valve cover gasket oil leak and coolant leak from the oil filter housing, which is on the front of the engine. Both of them plus the filters are filmed on this channel. I paid way too much money for this. It's in excellent shape. It's a perfect daily driver, a huge vehicle, very comfortable. Here I pay very little money for 2011 Jetta TDI. She's poor lady with 178,000 miles. When I got her, she was so dirty, and she is still dirty here because I didn't have a time to fully deal with it. You can see here the Humble County, the wetness. It's a problem, and she's pretty okay. I will not say abused, but the owner gave up on her and sold it to me for dirt cheap because she has a drivability problems. Basically what's happening with her, she drives strong and everything's fine, but occasionally she will get P0401, which is EGR system flow inefficient. So let's go look together what components I have to deal with in order to be able to make her running well, smog her, and transfer the ownership on my name. Last time back to the Passat. This it's 2-liter TDI common rail engine, but the designation is CJAA. This Passat has a blue death in the trunk. This is different model of the 2-liter TDI common rail engine, and this one has the model CJAA. So you may think absolutely identical TDIs, they slightly vary in the components and so on. Now we are speaking about the EGR system. So the video is made for everybody to understand what will be the most common items you have to deal when you have the same problem on your TDI CJAA. And we said there is EGR flow insufficient. Now everybody could see, if they look at the YouTube or Google it, go on the forums, that there is EGR valve. This is the location of it. This is a metal EGR pipe which brings the gas fumes through the system which is behind the engine. So this is how it's coming, and there is a valve, electronic valve, which is the electronic part is right here, which is basically opening the passage to blow that disgusting exhaust gases back in the air intake and reuse it in the combustion process in the engine. Obviously the EGR system is evil. It robs us of power and reliability. It's an absolute nightmare, but it is what it is. You cannot, by the law, you cannot remove it. This has to stay on the vehicle because you cannot, here in USA, you cannot modify the emission systems. So we just have to deal with it. So most of you will probably think P0401 EGR flow insufficient. I have to remove the valve, which means you will remove this throttle body with it, and you need to do the cleaning, and that's it. They should fix the problem. And I'm trying to make this video to save you from disappointment when you will clean this EGR and it will not help you, and you will go after the cleaning and put everything together and erase your code, and you will drive home or whatever, drive somewhere else, and boom, you will get that check engine light and the same code later. There is actually one more item on this EGR system which is even more common to cause this problem, and for that I cannot show you right here. For that we will put the baby Jetta on the lift and I will show you from underneath. When I purchased her and I finally put her on the lift, I was surprised how dry she is. Normally diesel products, diesel engine leaks and it's always full of oil somewhere. This puppy at, what did I say, 173,000 miles, something like that. She's very clean. There's only dust. And that's from the driveway of the previous owners. They lived in on that gravel road. Other than that, she's pretty good shape. Now, I already put the light and I will try to zoom on the part. Do you see this pipe right here with its small clamp right here, this pipe? And I will also go under right here. You will see that mesh, hopefully. Do you see that mesh? So this is most common, actually. This will be the most common reason for that P0401. When you are trying to specify it for this CJAA engine, it will be either offered in the part somewhere as a EGR filter pipe, or it could be also called EGR low pressure filter. So basically it came in two different designs. The older one was like a large metal canister. That's the older version. This is the newer one. So it's interesting that it's here already. You see that mesh? That's a newer version. I believe they are exchangeable. I will have at the end the same shape and same length and so on. And this is the most common problem. As you can see, this is a post DPF, and it should be, it's a beginning of that EGR gases being brought into where it's connected. On the bottom, if you look there, that big large bolt, there are two of them right there, right in center of the screen. This is connected to the EGR cooler, and the cooler itself is basically hidden underneath these brackets. I can move the light. I will show you the cooler. You are looking at it actually right now. That's the cooler sitting behind the engine. But that is not the most common place where it's plugged. It's actually here, that filter pipe. So hopefully this will help you to make sense of this system for yourself if you have problems with the EGR flow. Looking from the bottom, this is where the CV axle is. This is the end, what you see right now in center. This is the end of that EGR cooler. Purely theoretically, if you have EGR problems on CJAA, the last item could be a malfunction on this exhaust flap. But I will be not focus in my case on that. I'm definitely replacing the pipe, the filter pipe, and I will be removing and cleaning the EGR valve which is on front of the engine, as I show it to you in beginning. I didn't need this Jetta. I had already the Passat, which is absolutely awesome to drive, super comfortable. It's a pleasure to feel that torque of the turbo diesel engine, the DSG transmission. I never had one before, always manual TDIs. I really, really like it. So I had no reason, right, to buy this baby, but the price was very low. And it's a great challenge. It's a great thing for making content for this Auto Resource YouTube channel. And it's a challenge for myself. I like to play with vehicles. It's kind of fascinating, taking it apart, finding the solutions to the problems, fixing them and keeping them on the road. There will be no reason, it's a very nice vehicle, that wagon, there's no reason to junk her for parts. And the owner, of course, he made a mistake. He just scanned some code with his reader, and I think there was code actually for DPF in very beginning, what he was doing with it. But he had just very simple reader, not a high quality scanner, bidirectional scanner. So I think he gave up too early. Also, his health problems with his back didn't really allow him to work on it. Doesn't have a lift, so I took on it. I think she's fixable, way more reasonable, because she took the codes and so on, called some local German specialist in our area, and I believe they quoted him $3,000 for that repair, and that's obviously you can expect if you own these vehicles with this mileage. The dealer or the specialist, they will be cleaning nothing. They will just replace it, because mainly they have a liability and they cannot afford try to clean something and it will malfunction. So I bet you if you had this problem, and that's where he called, they said, oh bro, you need the entire DPF that comes with this pipe, the filter pipe. We will replace your EGR cooler and we will either clean or replace the EGR valve on the front. Boom, $3,000. Very easy, right? If you have the labor and the parts, possibly direct from the dealer from Volkswagen, the price goes up really quickly. So I'm doing the opposite, and I'm sure you are watching it because you want to do absolutely opposite of that. You want to fix it yourself, understand how it works, and make sense to it. So this is the reason why I'm spending extra time filming it, putting it on this channel, and sharing it with others. If you have any comments on it, keep them underneath the video. If you find it helpful, give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I will keep filming these items for everybody in the future. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.